What does a pink rose symbolize? Like red for love or yellow for friendship, it symbolizes appreciation. Likewise, the orange symbolizes desire. That means expectation or or your short term or long term goal. Likewise, purple rose, it symbolizes love at first sight. So when I came to know, I was very amused, and I thought of giving that information. Anyway, today I'm gonna paint a rose along with a lady, but the rose will not be my focal point. The lady will be my focal point. In this tutorial, you are gonna learn something really important which you should not miss, because I'm gonna talk about the values, which is the most complicated thing to learn, and it takes ages to learn sometimes. So in this one video we are going to get all the possible information from basics, which you have heard, which you haven't heard. So I teach my students value like this. So first of all, I would recommend try to paint with black and white. If you're a watercolor painter, try to paint with only black and use the water, and yeah, and leave the paper white where you need the white. And for the oil, it goes like black and white. You have to use both the color and you have to paint. Here in this painting, I'm gonna give you some very important tips which you should know while you are painting, or if you admire a painting, you should know why you are admiring and how things are looked at by the professionals. So guys, check out my earlier videos as well. So it helped a lot. You'll find it in the end screen or somewhere here also. So guys, I have spoken a lot, so let's begin the video. Folks, as in my all videos I have mentioned, you need to draw very well. So to understand the outline, you can use freestyle or a grid line method or a compass method, but you need to practice. So I would suggest, if you really want to take this painting for a long term, so you should not do grid line, because this is the easiest, but freestyle would be my suggestion. And if you can't do freestyle, then you can go ahead with the grid line. And the second best is the compass method, which actually will give you a really good idea of the outlining. And now I would suggest always finish the background first. And another tip, when you are finishing the background near the outline, always go little bit inside with the paint. So paint little bit inside of your margin of the subject, so that while you are doing the subject, you will not have a background which is running short, which means that you have to paint the background again after doing the subject, because you cannot compromise with the subject's outline, because it will change the entire story of what you are trying to paint. So please go little bit inside of the outline of the subject, so that while you are painting, you don't have to go back to your background again after doing the subject, and which will be looking messy, and which will be time consuming as well. So guys, start the subject with the darkest area, because here always you will see almost every painter does that. So I always look for the darkest area. the darkest area and immediately do the second uh, second darkest area. So which I mean that if you're using black, then maybe blackish gray or blackish yellow or blackish skin tone you can choose. So guys, here I am trying to finish little bit of blocking the canvas whatever I can, whichever the color is ready. Yeah, if you want to buy some of my painting, you can contact me in my Gmail, or if you want to have any kind of inquiry, you can contact me, or regarding the art, or if you need any help. If you're a beginner, I'll be always there for help, or you can ask me in the comment section about various things which pops up in your mind, or anything which is unanswered. So guys, I have been helping a lot of people in my academy as well. So if you want to join my academy, if you are in Bangalore, guys, welcome to my academy. And you can email me. You can email me. I'll suggest you. I can help you in whichever possible way I can. Now it's for the next step, where you should be thinking of blocking the canvas as quickly as possible. So what happens is, like, after halfway of painting, some people really think that I am spending a lot of money and a lot of time, but nothing is coming out. So actually it's a soul feeding thing. You have to fill your canvas in the third layer as quickly as possible with any color you can use, and at least you can fill your canvas quickly, so that you don't feel like something is left out and you haven't done enough compared to the time you spent. So right now I have spent almost 2 hours, but I feel like I have just started. But anyway, that is the part. So finishing is very easy, very quick, but the constructive part are really complicated. You have to decide the areas, like the face, like the hand, or like the back of the girl, like the dress the girl is wearing. So what do you want to finish? Now after third layer, you have to seriously think of finishing it, giving it maybe few layers, 2 to 3 more layers to finish it. So you have to start with one by one. Of course, the excess paint you can use it in the other area. Suppose you are painting the face, the shadow area, dark area of the face, and there obviously that excess paint you should not dilute in the water or wash the brush after you have done with that particular color. You have to use it in the hand, you have to use it wherever it is applicable. You can see in the reference picture, and you can actually you should not waste it. That's what I meant. So, and it is quicker also. You don't have to mix again and again. Step number 6 is you can go back and forth with the different value to basically softening the edges. So you have to soften the edges. So as you know, acrylic always leave hard edges, so many people have this problem while they are using acrylic, but in oil you won't find this. So it is easier in painting oil, but acrylic is a little different. So what I do is, like, I use very similar color with a little differences of value. Like if I'm using green and I want to make it little warmer color, then I'll use little bit of yellow and then I will apply near that color, so that they'll be looking they'll be looking a smooth transition. The color which I am using is a Fevicryl bottle color, and the last layer I'll be using my favorite tube color, which is artist color in Camlin. This is my trick always I do to in order to save the cost of the painting, but I don't compromise with the outcome, because if you really want to um, stay in the game, top of the game of this painting world, you have to use a very quality color. But for the first 3 layers I don't use the tube color, and it helps me because it contains always more water than a tube color, so it helps me doing the first layer. I don't have to use much water, and I don't have to waste lot of paint by diluting in the water in order to make this layer thin. So the material which I was talking about, it's all given in the description box, and if you are in India, well and good, you can buy it directly from the link, or you can just check this out and go and inquire in the shop. They will provide you with the right material. But if you are not in India, then you can actually have a look and get a glance an idea about the particular color. Now guys, step 7, you have to apply the paint again in the extreme dark area, and you have to think about the highlight area now, because highlight area comes at the last. So highlight area means I'm talking about the brightest color, which in which area the light is reflecting the most, like the forehead, and you have to understand from where the light is coming. So in the whole time I was thinking where the light is coming, where the shadow is going to be, and where will be the brightest point. Guys, brightest point, one thing, cannot be more than 2 or 3 places, so and it will be very small, so that will be using, like, maybe you can use pure titanium white, depends on what color you are using highlights for. And one more thing, I have a suggestion. So acrylic always after gets dry tends to look like fade than it's looking while you are painting. Suppose you have done the highlight color, next morning you see, I guarantee if you take a picture both the time, it will be quite different, because after getting dry and after some time it tends to get fade. So always do twice if you want to highlight. So I do actually 3 times sometimes to establish that highlight color now. As you know, every Sunday I'll be coming up with one more video and please do consider subscribe me. And if you don't like, you don't have to subscribe, I would not suggest. But if you really like, don't just leave the video, encourage me what I'm doing. So guys, I'm thinking of making a video. Please do comment whether or not I should do a portrait video of a girl or a man or anything. So I really want to do, but after your all support, I want to do that. Good luck with your painting. Try this painting. I'm sure you're gonna have fun. I had a blast. What about you? Let me know in the comment section. And guys, as always, take care and peace out.